I'm going to do a rundown on who I've reached out to and go into a little bit more detail with this video. Okay. Let's see. Alright. With this piece of paper, this paper here, I reached out to the Arkansas ACLU. No help there. No lawyers would take it. No lawyers would touch this case. Alright. With these stacks of paper here are lawyers that have turned me down, and one of them is legal aid, which I was told to go to legal aid to get help, and they turned me down. And the letter is in this one too. I also reached out for help with the governor of Arkansas. He got my packet 4/28/17. This is certified postcard, and I haven't heard not one word from the governor of Arkansas. And I've also reached out to the attorney general, and she was a no-go. I mean, it's like she couldn't do nothing about this either. Okay. This paperwork here, this paperwork went to the Washington, D.C. This paperwork. This is, I make copies from this pile. And pictures. Went to Washington, D.C. Okay, with this paperwork, it shows that a full circle that I am shut down from hiring a lawyer. This is just, this is insane. This is insanity at its finest in Arkansas, because I have the evidence, I have the proof. Let me have a lawyer, let me have a jury trial, and let this be over with, because it's going to be over with real quick. Alright, someone said, okay, the paperwork that you have makes a full circle, that you've reached out for help and you can't get help. Okay, once you obtain a lawyer and you get a jury trial set up, okay, they said the jury members will need this. That's your full circle of paperwork of reaching out for help. They need your pictures, and that most of all, they need this book. Okay. Once the jurors see what's going on, they're gonna see this right off the bat, that my life was destroyed on purpose because of this. This paperwork doesn't lie. So this particular judge that blocked my evidence out of court, that was very stupid and foolish, to be honest, because that is abusing power. That he's abusing his power in office. I have the evidence, so give me my lawyer, give me my jury trial, so I can expose this corruption. Because the sheriff of Conway County, Arkansas, deliberately destroyed my life. It's there. Plain as day. Okay. You know, like I was told, you know, if you can't get past that lawyer / judge, then you're not going to get your evidence out into court, and they're going to stall this out until it's thrown out. Okay. Well, I call that a bunch of BS. Okay. However, it takes a very, very powerful person to shut me down like this. It's like somebody is protecting that judge, this particular corrupted judge / lawyer from Conway County, Arkansas. So, who is stopping the news media, news reporters, from getting in touch with me, because they should be able to sit down with me and look at all of this. Who has stopped the ACLU of Arkansas? No lawyers won't even address the alcohol cover-up. And legal aid, of all places, I should have gotten some help through legal aid. But they declined me. I've got a piece of paper that shows it. And then the governor of Arkansas. Excuse me? He needs to help me. You know, it's taken a very powerful person or people to stop this. And plus, you know, someone was telling me that if you've got family that knows why the alcohol was covered up, who removed it, who did this, who did that, well, they need to be under interrogation for at least 48 hours, because they'll finally break after that long. You know, this got to be the most stupidest thing I've ever heard tell of. Here I've got all this proof, and I can't get a lawyer. I can't get not one soul to sit down with me. It's like they don't want no one around me. Somebody. Well, anyways, I guarantee you, Washington, D.C., when they seen that paperwork and they seen where I've been trying to get help, I guarantee you, Washington, D.C.'s like, she has a right to hire a lawyer. She has a right to get her evidence in court. But I want to know who is blocking me, totally blocking me out of the court system. Because this really should stop at me. I know this judge, he's like, you know, telling the RHS lawyers, you know, you don't worry about Tina Graves. I've got her blocked out of court. And he's telling the sheriff of Conway County, Arkansas, and everybody else that's involved in this alcohol cover-up, you don't worry about Tina Graves. I've got her blocked out of court. Her evidence will never be brought into the judicial system in Arkansas. But somebody is protecting that judge. And I'm going to find out who. Because it takes a very powerful person to shut everything down from me getting help. This needs to stop at me. No one needs to go through this much torture like what Mom and I have been through for 27 months now. 27 months of pure hell. This should really stop at me. I should just, you know, they are caught up with by my paperwork, by my pictures, and by my book. So what they need to do is just step back and let me have a lawyer, let me have a jury trial, and let me expose this corruption. And let me get the hell out of Arkansas. Let me move to New England so I can be many, 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 many hours away from this cesspool. However, I will find out the one that is protecting that judge, because he or she, we're going to have a heart-to-heart talk sooner or later. Thank you.